I just wanted to again thank everybody who is here with us today, and know that as we close out today, we're all going to go back to our the rest of our day and the rest of our week. And just knowing that we want to continue to connect, continue to provide education, continue to support each other throughout this work. And again, especially in this time where there's a lot of unease and unrest, coming together and really intentionally saying, yes, we know we're feeling that too, and we're here to support you. And yep, there's some other things happening in the state, some other opportunities to get involved. One of them here, coming out of the health department as a initiative that people can be a part of. So this is the Maternal Health Innovations Grant, and really looking at driving some change towards a lot of the data we saw today. So really focusing on maternal mortality and maternal health care delivery, as well as good data collection, as we've all used the data today to really drive our next steps as we move forward. Next slide, please. And so this is for anyone interested in more information or interested in joining the Maternal Health Initiative planning process. This is coming right up Thursday, May 29th or Tuesday, June 3rd. And really just, if you're interested at all, here's the information, and we can also send out some more information regarding this. Next slide, please. We also have an upcoming webinar here with the ICoNS team. We usually do 2 webinars in the spring and fall. So this is coming right up. On this talk, we're going to be kind of focusing on human trafficking and how to recognize, refer, and collaborate around those that are affected by trafficking. So please feel free to scan to register or come to our website. You'll see the save date coming out. And again, next slide, I think, is going to remind us that your evaluations really help drive what we cover, the different initiatives, the different talks and calls, as well as help inform our scope of work. So we really, really appreciate everybody coming in and being part of this today, but also sharing your evaluation and anything to help us make this better as we go forward. And I'm assuming we're going to drop that in the link in the chat as well, for those of you that don't want to do the QR code right now. There it is. All right. And any last wrapping up questions or concerns or feedback, anything? Feel free to unmute.
Michelle, this is Carol from NVRH in St. Johnsbury. And I had a question. Turn my camera so you can see them. Hopefully, nope, it's not coming on. And my question, do we have, I understood that VCHIP, there's a beautiful form that you folks have that's like a long 2-page that sort of talks about different substances and different ways to address it. And I understood you folks were going to maybe update it for format, or what I'm getting to that you'll understand is that I'm rewriting the policy and I want to use that as the basis for the substance use part around our feeding and maternity care policy. And I've just been waiting for it to come out. And it's easier to ask you this way than it is to try to email. And I bet someone else is looking for it too. So
Yeah, so right now we would say absolutely take what's theirs, adapt it for policies and protocols. We are in the process, hopefully in the next year, of formalizing policies and protocols at UVM Medical Center. We're going to use the AIM work and the SUD bundle to finally push that through. There has been some difficulties in the past with consensus around moving things from a guideline to a formal policy or protocol. However, I think now is the time, and we can definitely, we're happy to share what information we have there to take and use as you see fit. But I would expect it in the next year or so that you'd see a more formal policy from UVM
Next
Medical
month,
Center.
that's okay.
Not next month, not
I
next
just needed
month.
to manage expectations.
Great question.
Well,
But, and that also brings up a great point, though, that anything you find on our website can absolutely be taken and borrowed and adapted and shared. We're going to get permission for sharing of today's slides on the website as well. I would say other than, data pieces, which would be important to ask for permission before sharing broadly, you're welcome to use any of the content that we have on our website and any of the resources that we have worked on. And we're always looking for feedback as well. So if people have really specific questions or feedback, please send them our way as well.
um, is there a more current copy? I just remember and honestly, what I remember was it was like, I don't know, instead of 8.5 by 11, it was by, 11 by 14 or some, anyway, and it was like, it just had this beautiful chart that sort of also gave some language. And now I'm like trying to find it. And anyway, but it sounds like it's still in work, and because right now what we refer to as the NAPQUIN guidelines, and I just felt like that what you had was much more consistent with the substance abuse, just language that was much more sensitive and pragmatic to use. Anyway, so is that on the website still, or has that been, because I looked for it and I couldn't find it?
Some of our resources have moved around when the website just relaunched. And so if you
Ah,
can't find anything, send us an email and we can direct you because yeah, things did move around a little bit.
okay.
If you're talking about the pictorial poster, that was replaced with the breastfeeding and substance use handout that was translated into multiple languages. But there was previously like a poster version of that, and I know there's work on a poster version of the newer guideline and handouts.
Okay. Maybe
And
I'll,
Kayla's on all of that too, so you can reach out to any of us and we can make sure that you have the most up to date.
perfect. That's what I'll do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Well, this was wonderful. I really appreciate everybody's comments and participation and questions. This has been just so much more interactive than many online conferences. So we just want to thank you all, and I want to get you back to your day right on time. So feel free to reach out with any ongoing questions or concerns, and thank you.